pray right now in Jesus' name that the Lord would speak to me, or I'm sorry, speak through me. There's some things, and I said this in the last video I did on this channel, there's some things that I'm not going to take into 2025 with me. I want to say this. Those that have an understanding, those that are blessed to have any reach out for God, to have any consideration of God and God's people. And the hardest thing, this was the hardest thing, and that's what I'm gonna title this video. And I'm glad. If you are a Christian, it's not about you, it's about God and Him choosing you and blessing you. Because you see all these people in the world, people don't even know how to grow old gracefully. I am watching these two men from the UK in this video right behind the screen. I got it on pause while I'm doing this. I'm watching these two up in age men. They gotta be in their 40s. They're doing this video about the UK. I mean, they're from the UK. They're doing a video about New York City, and they're out in where 50 Cent grew up. That's the video behind me, where 50 Cent grew up. They call it the 50 Cent Hood. It's a Jamaican hood. But the Jamaicans don't really run that hood anymore. The black people run that hood. Okay? But they do Jamaican food. There's a few Jamaican families that live out there. You can't tell they Jamaican. They blend in perfectly with black people. And, it's the food that makes the difference, because somebody out there knows the Jamaican recipe. Most of the people there don't have an accent for Jamaica whatsoever. But it's still the Jamaican hood. 50 Cent grew up there. That's what they told him. He goes out there. The thing that bothers me is, first of all, you get a guy coming here all the way from the UK to give a rat's behind about any of this. He comes all the way out here from the UK, and the guy is hilarious because he's like, "I come all the way out here from the UK," in that accent. He got that, accent, funny guy. Two white men from the UK. They have that accent. And people love them because the way they come off with that accent, it's like, okay, man, So naturally, there's something about that accent that makes people, calm down. They don't want to scare you. They don't want to, I think if it were me as a black man and I went out there trying to interview my own people, they'd probably shoot me and rob me. Who knows? But see, there you go. That might just be me and my scruples, my fears, because these places are known for crime. So he keeps saying that I came here because 50 Cent is my favorite rapper. I'm thinking, a nice guy like you, why would 50 Cent be your favorite rapper? So I go to 50 Cent on YouTube and try to look at his most recent videos. And one of his most recent videos is about black movies in the past that involved, what was his name? Gerard, I forget his name. I should have looked up his name. Because I don't really get into rap music, but I have listened to some of his concert specials. He's really good. He's better in concert than he is in video. But he played in a lot of violent movies, a lot of black violent movies I didn't watch, and that's another thing. Why do we allow whoever's producing these movies to always show us killing and shooting, and we play these parts so well? Like when we do a video of us, or a movie of us killing somebody, shooting them and kicking them and throwing tables on them and blood and gore. I mean, we really get so into it. It disturbs me. So I go, well, 50 Cent's older now. What is he, going on 50? Like, how old is 50 Cent? He's got to be either way into his late 30s or, I don't know, maybe his 40s. I'm not sure. But you figure he grew out of some stuff. He's getting, and this is the title of this video right here, he is like one of the most influential people in TV right now, in the news, on YouTube. They keep doing interviews with 50 Cent, and everybody, all the women want to sleep with 50 Cent, and he's older now, but all the women still want to sleep with him, and everybody treats him like he's some kind of king. But I go to look at his videos, and what do we got? We got him making a video about El Jaru or whatever his name is. I forget his name. What is his name? I should have made this video using that video that I watched as a prop. Matter of fact, I am going to do that. I'm going to do that.
So there's, here's the guy here that I just subscribed to. There he is there. His name's Wendell. He's from the UK. This is his channel. And he went to New York. He goes all over the UK, but he comes all the way out here to the States, and he's been in New York. And there's a bunch of other places he's been to, other states and that. You name it. I love these kind of people because they have a tendency.
Man, another borough. Fresh air. Right, Danny, I'm rolling tape. You are dragging me to the arse end of nowhere in Queens, because you want to show me an area that you bring your missus on holiday. Yeah. And it's called the
Let me go to
best place in New York. For Mrs. First
let me go to this
what the best in New York's got to offer, and you'll see, you'll love it, mate. To a romantic staycation in the whole vacation staycation.
Here we go.
Alright,
that's not the
let's
one.
explore
It's
the
this
whole.
one. This one here, I've seen this a long time ago.
And he wants to show me all the wonderful sights
Let me go
of New
to this
York.
one.
Listen, dog, we all make mistakes, especially me.
This is the one that disturbs me because it's very violent. So let's try it.
If you got a chance to make it right, make it right. I feel it's the only way. I don't feel the need to play the whole part of the entire movement. But yo, if you just raise your family right, if I just live righteously, I'll be alright. Yo, my whole life is dedicated to change. Yo, I'm going to Africa. Word. I'm a silence leader. Devil some penalty. I'ma live illegal. Representing where I was born and where I was raised. You know what? Criminal mind. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched.
A lot of cuss words.
Play your position. Focus on life. See what you're missing. Reality. The tail of the caliber. 45, nickel 9. Check the calendar. Deep algebra. Black flock hours.
See how violent, you know, like who wants, you know. So later on, it's not till the later on in the video that 50 Cent comes in.
Yo, this heavyweight got cheddar to me. Smack your head. You're now rocking with the novice. Beams on the llamas, New York City's finest. Drug dealer dream, red tag, been signing. 4 shooters riding in the trunk right behind us. It ain't my fault, man. The hood make me grimy. I get my weight up, the niggas gotta move. Only the strong survive. We get bent up after they blow trial and that ass get sent up. Niggas in the fence gon' hear this and lose their mind. Come on, possessed by the music. You use that 9. I was a John Secret when I broke my first verse. Niggas in my head, man. Let my head up. I ain't had no money then. I was sending out of cash wearing blue Nike.
Okay, I don't understand. I don't, you know, and I mean, maybe he's rapping about making a change in crime and violence or something, because you got these guys here looking like they're revolutionary freedom fighters or whatever. But, you know, before that, all that violence in the film, you know, and I know this is from a movie that Ja Rule, that's his name, Ja Rule was played in. And I don't know, it might be part of a music video that Ja Rule did, and 50 Cent merged it with him. I don't know, but as you can see, I don't know what's up with this. I don't know if somebody put this together and attached 50 Cent's name to it. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay. Let me close that. And go back. But anyway, as you can see here, they call it the 50 Cent Hood. Lost inside New York's notorious 50 Cent Hood. And I went back in time to see if 50 Cent changed at all, because people talk about him like he's changed. He's this new man. Now, I know for a fact, one of the big things about 50 Cent is he survived the whole, you know, I guess he's got his own brand now. I don't know if he's producing his own title in his own. I think he's a music producer now. He's producing not only his own but other people's music, because I heard him talking about how people tried to rip him off, and how he went to his own, and you know, there's something in there. But I mean, my goodness, like, where do we begin to change? Like, where do we grow out of, you know, just being, where do we, like, are we still black people? Like, is that all we are? Like, I mean, help me, Lord. Like, I'm not ashamed to be black at all, but look here. Is this me? Is this my race? Like, is this who I am? Like, is this who I am? Like, you know, I mean, am I this, you know, I mean, does this have to go on in my life for me to be black? Like, and I've never found myself in these shoes, but there's people that really go through this. I mean, I've been to Coney Island, and I was there in Coney Island back in the 80s when they shut down Coney Island because of the gangs. Okay? I went to Philadelphia for the first time with the church choir, and we all hit the ground in front of McDonald's because they were shooting over our heads. Okay? And it's always black. In this case, when I was in Philadelphia, they started messing with these white folks, and these white folks didn't care. They, you know, we the choir, and they black. I mean, they white. We the black choir. They didn't care if they started shooting over our heads, and one of us got hit in the crossfire. They just started shooting. Then my Uncle Glenn took me to Manhattan. Manhattan's supposed to be the better place in New York, you know. They were shooting over our car, too. You know, back then they had like the Italians and some French or something. Two white gangs shooting at each other. And I just don't understand why black people after all these years are still in it. And then when you meet somebody who is not in it, when you meet somebody that's not in it, then you begin to judge that person and say that he's a racist and say that he think he's white or whatever. But come on, who wants to live like this? But yet, this is what makes 50 Cent money. And what bothers me is when white people, because back in the day when I was coming up, I was always embarrassed to tell white people, oh yeah, I listen to a little bit of rap music, or yeah, I know 50 Cent, or I didn't know 50 Cent when I was young, but he came later. But when I was young, you know, I knew, like, you know, I knew a little bit about Ja Rule, and I knew a little bit about, you know, some of these guys now that are like, you know, I knew about Snoop Dogg, you know, because Snoop Dogg was big when I was young, you know. I knew some of these cats, you know, and I remember white guys that were tempted, you know, to do, you know, to listen to Run DMC, because Run DMC, you know, like Michael Jackson, Run DMC was one of the first black rap groups back in the day that white people started listening to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just crazy to me how we aren't offended and sick and tired of some of this stuff as black people. You know, I'm just saying, like, why do we always feel like, oh, you know, like, I don't even watch these kind of movies no more. I don't listen to this kind of music. I've grown out of it, not only as a Christian, but just by getting older and understanding how I want to live my life. This does not support me. I don't want to make my money by being, you know, what, a 40, 50-year-old 50 Cent out there still hooting. And I know 50 Cent, whatever age he is right now, I don't know how old he is. I know he's still kind of young because he wasn't around. He didn't come later. I was married, and I think he came out around the time. He came like in the middle of my marriage, like in the middle of the 90s or something. I don't think he goes any further back than the early 90s, 50 Cent. I'm not sure. But, you know, where's my phone? How old is 50? How old is he? Where's my phone? I don't know how old he is. My phone is missing. What y'all do with my phone? My phone ain't nowhere to be found. I need my phone. I want to know how old he is. Alright, what y'all do with my phone? Somebody come in here and steal my phone? My phone is missing. It is seriously missing. Where is my phone? Somebody walk in here and take my phone? It was sitting right here earlier. Where is my phone? Sitting right here. I think. Where was that last night? Hold on, folks. I gotta find my phone. I need my phone. Wait here in the kitchen. What's it doing in here? I ain't cooking it in a skillet. Why is it in the kitchen? That's for cooking. How'd it get in there? Okay, let me see here. Let me see here, folks. How old is 50? $49 old. See, I knew it because I know, you know, he didn't come out like, he came out like in the middle. He started his career like in the 90s. I think in the early 90s. I think the first time I had any clue of him was I was graduating from Job Corps or something. But 50 Cent is 49 years old. And he's still out there doing music that make people want to go out there and gang and shoot and all that. He's still doing gangster rap. Now, I thought that they said he don't do gangster rap anymore. He retired from that. But whatever this was, it says Blackbeard Beats. So maybe somebody made this video and 50 Cent didn't actually make it. Because it says 50 Cent illegal feat. And then it says Blackbeard. Well, wherever they got this video from, 50 Cent had to endorse it. Okay. Somebody could have just put it together. I don't know. But I thought 50 Cent was beyond that. But anyway, let's go back to this.
Let's go get stuck in a hole. Danny, where the hell have you brought me? I feel like I'm in some rural town in the middle of nowhere, America. You must be sick of seeing the Empire State by now, so I thought, Hamsters, Davey, that's where it's always kicking off. And, broaden your mind a bit, I'm trying to. It's a bit local.
I want to go to the part where he was in the restaurant.
Trailer park, mate? You didn't tell me it was a trailer park. It's not a trailer park. Queens these days, what's it like?
Well, Jamaica, Queens, everybody just want to get some money. That's it. Everybody just trying to make some money. That's about it.
It's that big hustle.
Yeah, big hustle. What part of UK you from?
I'm from originally the Midlands. You know where Birmingham is? No, so you know where London is, yeah? North of London.
But I be watching guys like y'all on YouTube. Me, I've gone to the different countries like Jamaica, DR, India.
Yeah, I got friends who do that. Yeah. Forgetting about 50 Cent for a second. I really want some good food while I'm here.
Good food.
I haven't eaten yet today.
Right.
And I really fancy like fried chicken or something.
Fried chicken.
Where would you recommend?
You got Popeyes right here.
I don't want to go in a chain.
Market. If you go straight up, take a little right. It's right here. You're gonna see a little green gate.
Okay.
Yeah. They got a food court.
Where do I go? Sorry, so straight up.
Straight up, make a right.
Yeah.
And it's right next to the McDonald's. It's like
Because I'm more interested in like small businesses, you know, like I don't want to give my money to a chain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fuel up and then I'm gonna head to 50 Cent's area.
All right.
And where am I going again? Sorry.
134 on Guy Arbor. You gotta go across the street.
Yeah.
Take the 114 bus.
Okay, mate.
Tell a bus driver let you get off at 134th.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
Guy Arbor.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You know, let me tell you something. Do you think that white-skinned people, snowflakes as y'all call them, you know, white people around the world, do you think that they really ever look at a black man And because, you know, white people are the kind of white people, they'll go to Africa, where a lot of black people won't go to Africa. They won't go to the bush. You know, they won't go where the lions meet. You know, they won't go where the elephants run free. They won't go there. You know, and I'm not relating black people to Africa. I'm still debating whether black people are really that related to they might be related to Africans, but are they really African? What proof do we have that they are actually African? Why do I hear that sound? What is that? But anyway, black people, do you think that white people look at us and, you know, especially white people that are better well-to-do, like in my experience, you know, as someone that loves to travel in my own state, I know that the rich white people look at us like, if you can come up to this level, I can't judge you. Whereas people that are middle class white people look at you like, if you come to this level, you're going to take us down with you. And, you know, white people that are struggling and are living in these little hit towns that are, you know, where the taxes are real cheap because there's nothing out there and all the houses are shabby. I call them white ghettos. You know, those kind of white people I've learned are the racist ones. They're the ones that think that if a black man moves into that neighborhood, he'll destroy what they have. Why? Because they have nothing. So they don't want one drop of so-called black blood in their neighborhood because they feel that it will contaminate the neighborhood and cause the neighborhood to go downhill, because they just assume, or they want you to think that they really honestly believe that one trace of black blood will come in there and cause crime and cause the neighborhood to, they just think you're going to come in there and rip up what they have left, because they have nothing. So it's not really the Trumpsters, as we would call them. You know, it's not really the orange man. It's not really the millionaires and billionaires that are racist. Because the millions and the billionaires, if you come up to them level, they treat you like you white, because they know it's like going to heaven. You don't get to judge. Once you have the God of this world, which is money, no one can judge you. But if you are down on the bottom, then, oh, well, where's your education? You need education to elevate yourself a little bit. Education, though, won't nobody, if you're wearing rags, don't nobody believe in your pathetic education. They're going to be like, okay, well, keep your education to yourself because you're living in rags. So we don't care where you went to college, because look at you. You can't afford, you know, you can't afford to go past Walmart. You get everything from Walmart. So why would we listen to you? You know? And that's the way they are. Okay? But, you know, Donald Trump ain't going to judge a black man that can come up to his level. And in America today, unlike during Jim Crow days, if y'all can get this in your pathetic, thick skull, okay, black people weren't allowed to have the best jobs, let alone have businesses where they can expect white people to buy from their business. Especially today, if a black man don't sell to white people, he's never going to thrive. It takes him to sell to whites and Asians in order for his, you know. But my problem with white people is this 50-cent garbage. Like, why do we invest so much? Because this is where the dirty side of white people come out. Oh, we can make money off these black people if we sell them rap music. If we promote 50 Cent. you know, we can help the black community, which there is no black community. Where is this monkey place? But we can help the black community by selling by selling 50 Cent, by promoting 50 cents and all the stuff. You know, you go to some place like Little Kim. Is it Little Kim? I think it's Little Kim. Little Kim has a really good story against racism, where a lot of black people are against Lil Kim because, I hope it's Lil Kim, because of what he said about, you know, we don't need to defund the police, we need to uplift the police, because of his testimony where a cop saved his life when he got shot. Okay. A lot of black people look down on Lil Kim for that. But when you listen to Lil Kim's music, he don't rap like a white man saved his life from getting shot. He raps that same violent garbage. And it's making money. He's living on a gold mine because of it. Okay? I mean, it just, it kills me. It really does. It kills me. It kills me.
Yeah, you think I'll be alright wandering around with a camera and everything?
Yeah, you'll be good.
friendly to people, yeah?
Yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah.
And once people know who you are and that you do your YouTube.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of guys like you on YouTube.
I appreciate it, yeah. What's your name, sir?
Jason.
Jason, yeah. Wendell, obviously. Wendell.
Alright, nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you, my friend. I'm going to gather my friend up and go and get that chick.
Got you. Alright, I'm going to look your page up.
Take it easy.
Alright, brother.
This is my part here, and then I'm gonna close. I like this.
Danny, this is class. You know, you got to listen to the locals when they tell you where to eat. What are you eating? What are you grabbing? There's quite a lot on that. I'll go, obviously, because it's my new favourite thing. I'm going to get a bit of food over there. I'm in heaven here, mate. Fried chicken, which is, I guess, I recommend the jerk chicken. Jerk chicken rather than the fried chicken.
He cracks me up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get some rasta pasta. I said gravy on top. It's really good.
I'm going to go with that, yeah. What's that? Rasta pasta.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
We've got the Jamaican spices in there, and yeah, let's do it. I'm going to have jerk chicken because that's what he said. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm from the UK.
Okay.
So I've been told that your jerk chicken's really good.
Okay.
So some of that, some of this Rasta pasta.
I do believe we have jerk chicken here in Pennsylvania. I think there are black restaurants around here that sell jerk chicken. I've heard that, matter of fact, at my job, some of the events have come in and they've left us, you know, to get a taste on the jerk chicken. I've had it before, but I never probably had it like this, to where, you know. Let me continue.
The pasta. Yeah, and then what else is really good? Like
Everything is good.
yeah, of course, yeah. A medium-sized box. Can you do me like you know, the best you do? Like,
So you want a taste of everything?
yeah, like 4 things.
4 things?
Yeah. You choose.
How much you want it to spend?
See, I envy this guy because, you know, that's what I want to do. That's something that I would love to do. I would love to make enough money to just travel. And, you know, I would give anything to be able to do the videos that he does, because I love what he's doing. I love to do. I love to drive, and I love to go to some of the most, I wouldn't go to like the hood like he does. I wouldn't go to the hood if I was white, okay? I wouldn't go to the hood. I mean, it doesn't matter what race I am. My name is D-Roy Cruz. I don't go to the hood. I've already grew up in the hood. Okay, and it was dangerous when I lived there. It's more dangerous if I don't know nobody and I walk in there. Maybe because he's white, you know, they have some mercy on his butt. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm not going to do it. Just like I don't go to white neighborhoods. I don't get out of the car in certain white neighborhoods that are like broke, where you know, there are such things as white ghettos. I don't get out of the car in white ghettos, just like I don't get out of the car in black ghettos that I don't know where I'm at. You know, if wherever I go, I always stick to McDonald's and, the hotel and, the gas station. McDonald's, Wendy's, Panda, Burger King or something like that. The hotel and the gas station, I've been in racist neighborhoods. I went to Sheetz in racist neighborhoods. And I'm sorry, Jesse Lee Peterson, there are racist neighborhoods where white people get upset when your black butt shows up. And, if I pull up to a large Sheetz where there's a gas station and I want to go inside your Sheetz and order some food, you can bite me, okay? Shoot me, because that's not part of your neighborhood. Sheetz is a franchise that's for people that are traveling to get gas. It's not really for your neighborhood alone. It's for everybody. Even though it's in your little ghetto or in your little rich complex or whatever, it's for everybody. McDonald's is for everybody. So I'm not afraid to go to your country-fied McDonald's or your country-fied Sheetz or whatever, especially if it's large and huge and looks like it's state-of-the-art or whatever. I'm not afraid to go in there because, I'm not stepping into your personal territory. Even though I'm in your personal territory, I'm not stepping in your personal territory. You have a statewide facility in your neighborhood that's open to all. I will go in there and I don't care. And I've been to like ice cream places in some racist neighborhoods like Baskin and Robbins and stuff like that that's open to all, statewide, city, countrywide and all like that. And people look at you like, what you doing here? Mind my business, leave yours alone, But, and people wish they could start trouble. I went to Sheetz in a racist neighborhood not too far from, Pittsburgh. And out in my old county, out in Westmoreland County, I went to Sheetz one time because I was doing Uber out there. And I went to Sheetz. And a woman saw me coming. She wanted to hurry up, and she would act like she's trying to make the door come back and hit me. As soon as I got out of the car, her face just dropped like a brick. Like, what the F? And she just like, I'm coming for the door, and she hurried up and took her hand away from the door because she felt like it was wrong for her to show me any kind of courtesy or whatever. And I'm sorry, Jesse Lee Peterson, but people are like that, and they're white, and people are like that. But that's not an excuse for the trouble that black people, that is coming from black people. That's not an excuse for black culture, okay? It's not.
Oh, how much would 4 things be? I don't want to spend over like $10, $12. A bit more expensive. Am I being cheapskate? Yes. Yeah. Okay, just do what you do and I'll eat it and it'll be good and I'll enjoy myself.
So you want rice and peas though?
I want pasta.
I heard that.
Yeah. I don't think I want pasta and rice.
You don't want pasta and rice?
Just pasta. Pasta, chicken. Maybe, is that steamed veg?
Yes.
Yeah, some steamed veg. And
Oxtail gravy, right?
oxtail gravy as well. If that's what my friend said, then yeah. Can I get a drink as well? You got Jamaican drinks as well.
Got tropical redeem, also Coca-Cola, champagne,
Pineapple, yeah. Please, yeah. How you doing, mate? You alright? Yeah, I came all the way from England to your Jamaican food. All the way. Yeah, it's cost me £1,000 to come and try your Jamaican dish.
Really?
Yeah, nice to meet you, mate. Yeah, we'll do that. You're cooking.
Okay.
Yeah. How long's the shop been here?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
July would be 2 years. Like 2 years and 6 months now, right? 2 years, 6 months.
And business good?
Okay, the way he says that, when he does that, I come all the way. He cracks me up. Now this guy here, he seems like he has a little bit of an accent. Okay, so she looks like she could be Jamaican. She's got a little bit Jamaican flesh to her. But, let's get real. Jamaicans look like your average black people. Until they open up their mouths, and then you realize, he's got an accent. He might be Jamaican or some other form of black person, or I don't even know how that goes.
Just now, start to pick up words getting around. Sure.
I'll give you a piece to try, alright?
Oh, amazing. Yeah. Great hospitality. Yeah, I'm gonna try it all. I'm gonna tell you what I think when I come back. Yeah, I'm sure it's amazing.
Yeah, we have more options for you to try, man. We got a lot more options.
Enjoy!
Thank you very much. USD. Oh, which sauce is that?
Jerk sauce.
Jerk sauce, like raw jerk sauce, like straight up, yeah. Right, I'm visibly excited about all this.
One thing I have to say about this guy, he blesses me for what he's doing, because he's showing that you can go in places that I reject, that I'm totally afraid of. Like, I'm afraid of New York right now because of the whole migrant thing, and because of, even going all the way back to the 80s, like, my first time visiting New York, we barely got out of there safe, like gangs and all like that. And thank God I was with my Uncle Glenn and my Aunt Rose that live in Brooklyn, because they protected us. And my Uncle Glenn was a gun wielding man, and he wasn't afraid of nothing. I mean, we went through a gang shootout. They're shooting over the car. They kicked us out of Coney Island and shut down the park because the gangs were fighting, and you name it, man. And then we were outside playing in front of my cousin's front yard in Brooklyn, and some kid wanted to wrestle with me, and he came over there with us to wrestle. And I didn't know nothing about wrestling, but I mean, he was about my height. He was just small like me. And we were young back in the time. We were all kids. And I floored that guy like 3 times and held him down. I don't know nothing about wrestling. His big brother gonna come over there. Okay, and he gonna act like I'm bullying the guy. No, me and my cousin are playing in my cousin's yard, and this guy comes over there and he wants to wrestle with me when we're supposed to be playing football. And my cousin was like, go ahead and wrestle with him. He just wants to wrestle. He's just playing. Okay. Well, his big brother didn't like him getting beat so many times, which actually held on the ground. So he going to come over there and he going to scare me by acting like, oh, I got to let his brother beat me so his brother can, feel like he's all gangster and junk. And I was afraid because, this dude was his taller, muscle-bound brother going to come over there. And my cousin was afraid of him, and I was afraid of him. So I let the dude beat me. You know what I'm saying? But, and that was the spirit. Like, everything was going perfectly in Brooklyn until, me and my cousin were running around with these Spanish dudes out there and stuff like that all over Brooklyn. My cousin even robbed the store, and all they did was chase us out of the store. And once we made it back home, they didn't bother to look for us anymore because it was just that box of animal cookies. But I almost got bit by a pit bull and everything trying to get out of that store. And my cousin set me up because he said, grab them cookies, and then he went outside. I said, I thought you was going to pay for the cookies. He said, come on, let's go. He pushed me out the door. He pulled me out the door, and then when the dude finally found us, we was only a block away, and the dude come running. He said, run, go that way. And when I ran through a yard, pit bull come running after me. Oh my God. It was an adventure. Some of the stuff you do as a kid, and your parents are sitting home worried about you, and you're just doing this crazy stuff. But again, will we as black people ever evolve? Now, what I like about this guy, though, is that there is a beauty to being in Chicago if you can protect yourself from the crime. There's some beauties about Chicago that ain't in Pennsylvania. There's beauties about Harlem that ain't in the rest of New York. And he showed that video. There's beauties about, this district right here in Queens. He's in Queens, New York. Okay? That ain't in the rest of New York. Okay? And there's reasons why New Yorkers will come to Pennsylvania. But, I appreciate him because as a single man that's not married, I'm not afraid to go to Chicago. I'm not afraid to go to New York. I wouldn't bring a woman. I wouldn't bring my wife in these godforsaken places. Okay? Not right now anyway, maybe years down the line, or maybe, if we're in a full group and we're going everywhere in a group. But as a single man, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to go to any of these places because I can drive to these places and I'm going to be armed and I'm not worried about, what might jump out at me. And I'm not going to be out there at night. This guy, one video he was in, he was out there at night walking around, talking to people. I'm like, dude, you must be out of your mind. But let me finish this before I end up making too long a video.
But I'm gasping, so the first thing I'm going to try is this Luminous Jamaican pineapple soft drink. Soft drink, no tea. You get the pun? Soft tea, no tea. That's class.
I wonder if that's carbonated. No clue. I bet you it's carbonated though. That's the only thing. I think I had one of them before. I know we did. I know some of these restaurants and that go all the way back to when I visited New York, way back in the early '80s. I've been in New York since then. I was in New York in 2021, but I was there, when my mom was living back in the '80s. I went to New York as a child, like I said, and Brooklyn was a masterpiece back then. Brooklyn was very beautiful in the early '80s. I thought Brooklyn was one of the better parts of New York back in the '80s. Now Harlem is starting to recline. It's starting to get better. But are black people going to let Harlem recline? Because you talk to a lot of the black people out there, they act like Harlem's our neighborhood. We want to get white people out of our neighborhood. No, man, you get white people out of your neighborhood, and your neighborhood's going to fall like a collapse. It's going to collapse. Leave the white people alone. Let them help you. Let them help you build your neighborhood since they love it so much. You chill out with that garbage. You know what I mean? Let me finish this.
That's full of all the old goodness, that is. Palate is refreshed. I've got some concentrated jerk sauce. This might be the best thing I've eaten on the trip, I reckon. I don't know how I'm going to eat it all. Probably not. Look at that. We've got a piece of the fried chicken, jerk chicken, steamed veg and the rasta pasta, which interests me the most. And I'm going to get in, because I've got no idea.
Is it just me, or do most of us, when we go into a restaurant in the inner cities like this, we always leave our food on the tray? That's why you put food on the tray in the first place. But him being from the UK, he did the most unsanitary thing possible. He took the plate off the tray. Dude, you leave the food on the tray because, but I don't know. I like to leave my food on the tray. That way, if anything spills, it spills on the tray. And if they don't clean the table in time, the table's still clean, so the next person can use it. That's just me, especially when I'm going to somebody else's hood,
It's like jerk chicken flavoured pasta.
It looks like it.
Which is what I expected. It ain't al dente, but they don't really do that with like the mac and cheese and pasta here. Steamed veg, I love steamed veg, and every single Jamaican joint I go to seems to do it differently. That's like between salad and veg.
You get an eyeball from behind you, she's just making sure you're giving it a good review, so keep going.
Okay.
When he takes those earrings out of his ear, I don't want to be around. I've seen people do that. It's the grossest thing I've ever seen. Like, they have your holes in your earlobes that big. Like, one guy told me, I used to have a friend that wore earrings like that. He said he takes a shower in them. He don't take them out because if you go more than a day with them out of your ears, it hurts putting them back in. You actually got to stretch your lobes because your lobes will grow back. Even with them cut open that wide, they will grow back. And it's the I think you're supposed to leave the rings in your ear. Even when you take a shower, you don't take them out. But this guy took his earrings out in front of a bunch of kids one day on a bus that I was on. I was on a bus, and these black kids were bothering this white man. You know, black folks don't usually pierce their ears like that, but this is becoming a popular thing in white culture. There was a white dude one time when I was on a bus, and he pierced his ears like that. And these were bigger. These were like the size of a frickin' cup. I mean, these were big. These were bigger. Those ears are about the size of a quarter. This was about the size of 2 quarters. This kid kept picking on him and say, "What are them things in your ear?" And he says, "They're earrings." He says, "Nuh-uh, did they come out?" He popped them things right out of his ears. That boy left that white man alone so fast, he hopped back in the next seat with his mama. He said, "That's the grossest thing you've ever saw." He said, "Ugh." And he just left the man alone, and the guy had to look at him and laugh, with like, "Oh, what, did I scare you or something?" And the boy's mama kept telling him, like, "Hey, leave him alone. Get over here and sit down," you know. But he kept bothering this white man until he popped them earrings, and he seen that gigantic hole, and my man stuck his finger in his ear and pulled it like it was like clay. And it was like, oh, even me, I was like, oh, that's gross, dude. You're going to pull your earlobe off doing that, you know? And I was like, wow, you know, but the kid left him alone when he did that. It was hilarious.
The steam veg is class. Quite fresh, crunchy. And the main event, jerk chicken. It's like crispy but not fried. You've seen the pan for sure. Bones are still in, so you've got to be careful. That's perfect. Moist, nice barbecue, Jamaican bark. Lovely and moist. Falls off the bone. Look. Those bones are all in there. Wendell nearly lost a tooth. What else have I got in there?
Chicken wing that you haven't touched yet.
Chicken wing. It's like a sticky sweet sauce, almost like teriyaki.
That wing itself doesn't actually look too great.
It's quite moist.
No.
It's way better than the buffalo wings I had in that restaurant last night. It's good. It's really good. 50 cents from my favourite rapper.
Southside.
The coleslaw and the savouriness of the chicken. Joey, we're in Jamaica, Queens. We're in the food court. I've just eaten some of the best Jamaican food I've ever eaten.
Oxtail?
No, not this time. I had some of the oxtail sauce though, yeah.
Oxtail's beautiful.
Yeah, I've had it before. So I came to Jamaica because this is where 50 cents from. My favourite rapper.
Southside Jamaica.
Southside, yeah. So I'm going to go down there in a bit. Try and see where he used to live, you know what I mean? Yeah. What's that area like?
It's you know what, everything, it depends on your attitude. If you're not bothering nobody and you're going up to them, you know, with a cool, calm demeanor, they ain't gonna bother you. It's just like anywhere else.
Mutual respect.
But at night, it can get dodgy. So just be careful.
Daylight, positive vibes, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're kind of after, we're sort of after lunch. So the lunch rush seems to have gone from everywhere else. But a Jamaican place always has a queue because it's the best food in the mall. These people are so kind. I realised Danny wasn't eating. I think they've gone out the back. You made that specially for him?
Yes.
That's so kind.
It's a kale salad.
Kale salad. You didn't want him to leave hungry. You saw him sitting there looking all miserable, all sad, crying because he couldn't have his vegan salad. Just on a 30% tip on the drink. Chef has gone out and just put together something for him. That shows you the hospitality here in Jamaica. Rye Rise. I can say it correctly now. Rye Rise. You're going to do your own thing.
Who's doing the own thing?
Stay safe. Ladies, I've got to go. Thank you so much for looking after me.
You're welcome.
Chefs, thank you so much as well. Food's amazing. I'll give it a shout out, okay? Give us a spin of a kitchen, go on. Tell people why they should come to your restaurant.
Flying is flying. Flying. Let's go.
Rare restaurant.
Thank you. Tell people why they should come to Roro's.
Now we have the best Jamaican food. Best Jamaican food in the world. Not
In the world.
Queens.
Better than in Jamaica.
Better
In
than
Jamaica.
Let's go.
He definitely has a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, right, yes sir.
The biggest smile and the best hospitality.
Right.
Guys, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy. I'm well rested and fed from a little stop off in the market there.
He cracked me
Amazing
up.
food. But but I think I need to get back to it now. We've still get to. Well, that's 161st Street. So the streets are on huge grids and they just go for miles and miles. And so I was on 161st Street, which is what I was asking for, but I need to be way down the other end. So let's get to the bus stop. I think I've found it now, using Mr. Google. Yeah, I'm trying to find 50 Cent's house in South Jamaica.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've got to get to 114. Good luck. Yeah, sorry, I'm from England. I'm going to... I'm going...
I'm from England.
Yeah,
I'm going.
There, yeah. Okay. Yeah, all good, yeah. Thank you. Right, found the right bus to the very south of Jamaica where Kid is originally from. And I just figured since I was here, if I'm all the way here, I've got to try and find the childhood home that he grew up in. So that's like way south. It's almost near the airport. It took an age to find the bus, but I'm
So it's not like every other time.
Yeah.
It's like here and there.
Yeah.
But definitely, people are fans of his story and of him. So they try to just try to see the history, which is cool.
So you knew what I was doing when I came down here with a vlogging camera?
100%. That's why I was like, I get it. Is this far from my neighbor? I know though.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop there. Where'd you go? You were just there. I gotta do this. Okay. I'm gonna stop there. And I'm going to go here. So, just so you know, I just wonder if black people are ready to evolve in 2025. I'm assuming we'll evolve a little bit more, but the way we've been for the last, I say, 10 years, going all the way back before Donald Trump got elected in 2016, before he became president in 2016, all the way to him becoming president again in 2025. Black people allowed Donald Trump to slow them down at where they were evolving, because we were evolving, we were evolving, but there's a big divide between black culture today, and white people don't understand that. Like, you don't know who a black person is when he comes into your neighborhood. You don't know. Everybody's not part of the BLM movement. Everybody's not a Democrat. Everybody's not, a Trump hater. Okay? We're just not. Just because we look like we could wear some dreads and I don't know, wear some dreads and act stupid, that doesn't mean that that's what we're into, and I'm not saying nothing against people that wear dreads. I just think that there's a fine line between honesty, being black and honest, and being, and lying to yourself about being black. You don't have to lie about yourself, because you can be whatever you want to be, but don't lie about your brother. Don't lie about your cousin. Because your cousin, your own brother, might be on that other end of the spectrum. That's what's hard about being black. Every day of my life, I run into both types of black people. You never know what you're going to run across. I run into black people that are, even some of these black cops. You know what I mean? The minute they go home and take that uniform off, DEFCON on all white people. You know what I'm saying? And some of these white cops will put you in jail and take you to court and even beat you down and shoot you faster than a lot of these white cops will. You know, nobody is innocent. Nobody is innocent. White people are wrong because they're dishonest in order to make top dollars. They can't beat you, so they'll use you. That's what's wrong with white people. If they don't think that they can beat you, they'll just use you. The problem with black people is we are in a country we don't want to be in, but we're not going to go to Africa. We're not going to go to the Dominican Republic. We're not going to go to Jamaica. We're not going to go, you know what I'm saying? Where are we going to go? And don't get me wrong, I understand that out of all black people, a certain amount of people have went to different parts of Africa, all the different parts, even to the bush, and they're still there. You know, they found life there, okay? There's black people who went to the Dominican Republic, the Caribbean, Jamaica, Bahamas, you know, you name it. They went there and started a new life for themselves. You know, and there's also black people who went to Germany. Lots of black people that are in Germany. There's black people who are in the continent of Asia. Lots of black people in the continent of Asia. And I just got done also watching a video where there's a bunch of countries where Americans are not accepted anymore because of terrorism and all like that. Because of, you know, it's Americans that were putting the travel ban on Americans going to certain countries because these people will take Americans hostage, okay, and jail them for just about anything, and we're not coming over there to that country to rescue you. We're not going to send the military over there to rescue you, so just don't go over there. That's how bad it is, like Cuba, for example, you know, and some other nations that were mentioned. I watched that video. Okay, and then there's countries out there that are not comfortable with black people being there. And if you look at the history, it wasn't just because he's brown. That's not why they don't want you over there. They don't want you over there because you went over there stealing and robbing, trying to do that crap you do here in the States. Okay, and they locked you up real good. And some of y'all, only Donald Trump gave a rat's behind about coming over there to get you. Because any other white person wasn't going to come over there and get you. So, there you go. So, I'm going to leave that at that. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of long, but Happy New Year. I'm hoping that we as black people evolve. This man came all the way over from the UK, and most of the people that he talked to, most of the people that he ate their food, they were black or brown skinned people. African, Jamaican, black. And, you know, when you look at the other videos of his that I watched as well. And then he would go to another black person and tell how all the black people treated him really good. Okay? I'd like to see more black people do that. I dare you to go over to the UK. I dare you to go over to, you know, Europe and eat the snowflake food. You know, eat their food and enjoy their food and say, hey, all the people here have been very, very nice to me. How many videos have we seen of that? I've seen one. With the exception of Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman has a series of videos where he's actually, you know, went to places around the world, not just white nations or white areas, but, you know, Asian areas and as well, and talked about God and talked about religion and all that kind of stuff. And the people were very nice to him, cultures, food, and, you know, and I wouldn't mind doing that. As long as I know I got protection. You know, one place I won't go is way out in the middle of the desert where, you know, you can hide me in the sand. I'm not going like Saudi Arabia. No. Afghanistan. No. Absolutely not. Africa, what part of Africa you talking about? No. I don't mind going to the Caribbean. I don't mind going to, from what I heard about the Dominican Republic, no. From what I heard about Brazil, no. Okay? Indonesia, probably not. Even though I love Indonesian women, but going over there, and no. I'll meet you in the Philippines, okay? I don't want to go over there. Philippines, absolutely. I'd rather go to the Philippines before I go to Hawaii, okay? That's like being in that's like the cheaper version of Hawaii, the Philippines, Same kind of culture and weather and everything. And, even more lovely Asian people to go around. Especially the ladies, and if you don't get a date at my age, that's fine. You can still be treated like people will love you for being grandpa. I'll have me a whole bunch of Asian granddaughters, running around my house, okay? A whole bunch of Asian maidens, feeding me and cleaning up my house and all like that because, I'm one of them kind of black folks. I'm one of them kind of black folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them kind of black folks. Thank you for watching, folks. See you soon with more. Happy New Year.